This is going to be the complete guide to the Kortz Center heist from start to finish, all preps, their missions, what's best to choose, and of course, the finale. Alright, to start off, before you can even start the heist, you need to have an art studio. But before you can even get an art studio, you need a mansion. And the cheapest mansion costs around 11.5 million, and the art studio costs about 4.7 million, though it might be on sale depending on when you're watching this video, but no sale, 4.7 million. Once you have the mansion and art studio purchased, head on over to your mansion and go to the basement 2. This is where the art studio is located. Go through a cutscene with Mr. Faber and Raph, then start the heist. Your first prep is to scope out the Kortz Center heist itself. Head inside the Bell building, avoid the cameras, and knock out this guard to get access to the CCTV footage. I'd recommend scoping out everything on the CCTV footage so that you can get a feel of what you're going to do when it comes to the finale. These options include delivery truck, man trap, and the upstairs. If you're playing with 2 or more people, you can get access to the exhibit level 2 locked doors that hold a good amount of highly valuable secondary loot and one of the buyer's requested items. If you're solo, unfortunately there is no way you can do this unless someone finds a glitch or something of that sort. Lastly, take a picture of the staff entrance and you'll have all mandatory pictures taken. If you want options, then head into the maze and navigate it until you find the man trap in the ground. It's usually always in the middle from what I've seen, but once you find it, take a picture of it, boom, man trap entrance available to use in the finale. And also look around the entire main area of the Kortz Center itself for a man trap key that looks like this. You can find them around the construction site looking areas, and this is how you actually access the man trap in the finale. So make sure you pick this up and get a picture of it as well. Then make your way on over to the roof to take a picture of the skylight. This will allow you to rappel into the Kortz Center heist for the finale. And also while you're here, take a picture of this radio tower. This will give you a prep mission that allows you to see guard paths. Very important. I definitely recommend doing this one if you're there and if you have the chance. On your way down, look for these electrical boxes. These will allow you to get a prep mission to EMP the place. Lastly, take a picture of the tunnel on the right near the parking lot to get access to the delivery truck entrance that you scoped out in the CCTV. And of course, feel free to scope out any other artwork in the Kortz Center itself if you plan on hitting that with friends. And also, don't worry if you didn't find all locations in your first prep. You can always head back to do the prep again at your heist board, or if you head to the Kortz Center itself, there's a green waypoint. Interacting with it will put you straight into the prep. Now, moving on to the actual heist preps, I'm going to somewhat skim over these as they are mostly just a kill, steal, and blow up stuff, but starting with infiltration gear, there are 4 different types that you have to acquire, each corresponding to the way you want to enter. These being staff keycard for the staff entrance, tactical equipment to rappel in from the picture you took of the skylight, hazmat suit for the manhole entrance you took a picture of, and lastly, alpha male entrance for the delivery truck and tunnel entrance. These missions may or may not be different depending on your playthrough, but starting off with the hazmat suit, head on over to the location on your map, kill some people, find the lab boss, kill him, scan his face for a retinal scan, unlock the basement door, take out more guys in the lab, pick up the hazmat suit, and before heading back to the mansion, if you look for the camera icon on your map, you can get a blueprint of the sewers to help you better navigate them in the finale, though it's completely optional, 100% up to you. Moving on to tactical equipment. Head on over to the location, eliminate guards for thermite, go to the bail office location, choose to go in loud or give yourself up for a silent approach. Either way, use the thermite to blow open the door and take the tactical equipment, deliver to the mansion, boom, mission done. Staff keycard. Head to location, kill people, head inside, kill more people, then enter the terabyte to pick up the keycard cloner and take it to the Kortz Center to place it on the staff entrance to use in the finale. And lastly, alpha male disguise. Head to location, choose to either sneakily kill or go loud. Either way, pick up the equipment, get a disguise and the alpha male ID, then take the van to LS Customs for a license plate change, then take it back to your mansion, mission done. Alright, now moving on to unmarked weapons. I believe the missions for all 4 of these are relatively the same, if not the same. So choose what weapons you are most comfortable with. If you're going sneakily, then definitely choose suppressed weapons. I mean, it's kind of obvious. If you go loud, any loadout really works. Just choose what's comfortable for you. Also, if you have an armor in your mansion, you'll get a bonus Mark II upgrade depending on the loadout you pick. Either way, this mission is extremely simple. Once again, this can be different for you, but in my playthrough, I went to this warehouse, eliminated some guards, did a quick hack, stole the weapons, planted explosives, and then it was mission complete. It was really easy. You of course can choose as many weapons as you want. It's all up to you at the end of the day. Moving on to the getaway vehicle. Once again, all you need is one vehicle of your choice to start the heist, but you can pick up others if you desire. Once again, completely up to you. These all have their own missions, so they will be more longer and drawn out. If you choose a sneaky approach and sneaky escape, then definitely go with the Annihilator stealth in my opinion, as this is the fastest way to sneakily escape. This mission requires you to head on over to the military base, find the hangar, blow up the sides of these doors with explosives. I found RPGs to be the best. Kill the guards inside, find a cab to haul the chopper. They're found all around the military base. And by the way, I tried to use the Phantom Wedge. It doesn't work. So if you want to try that, sorry, you're out of luck. But after securing a cab, pick up the trailer, lose the cops, take the helicopter to the sandy shores, and once the chopper is repaired, you need to evade the Fort Zancudo jets covering the area and deliver it to the river. Mission done. If you're going in with friends and expect to get caught, then definitely bring in the armored Caracara. This is a heavily armored truck with a mounted MG on the back. The mission again is quite simple. Head to Vespucci Canals, rob this guy of his gear and car, take the car to the Maze Bank Arena, kill the guy driving the armored Caracara, and take it to yourself, lose the cops, deliver to mansion. Very easy, straightforward mission. For the last getaway vehicle, we have the Manchez motorcycles. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, if you're playing solo, just don't do this one. It's not worth it at all. Even if you're playing with the squad, I feel like it's just not worth it at all. If you truly want to do the mission though, this requires you to head to the cocaine lockup to trigger an alarm that alerts the LSPD as a distraction. Then head to the LSPD building, plant the explosives, find the garage key, head to the garage, and then take each of the 4 motorcycles back to your mansion. You can choose to take one if you're playing solo, and that's all you need. But if you're playing with 4 people, hey, feel free to do all 4. It's up to you. And this mission is probably quite easy if you do have 4 people, but it is a nightmare as a solo player. It's like the Deluxo mission from the Doomsday Heist. It is god awful. Oh my gosh, I can't say that enough. It's terrible. Once you have the amount of motorcycles you want, confirm the message with Raph and you're good to go. Moving on to the next mandatory prep, we have the access codes. The mission for the vault codes, relatively simple, mandatory mission. Head to location, pick up a drone, head to another location to use said drone in the Kortz Center security firm, evade the guards and civilians in there, though you can shock them if you choose, up to you. Hack the terminals and download it to get the vault codes, and then blow your drone up at the backup servers. Done and dusted, another simple mission. Finally, for the last mandatory mission, we have the hacking device. Head to location, kill some IAA guards to pick up his keycard, head to the IAA building in the city while losing the cops, unlock the door, choose to hack or blow open the door. Blowing it up will cause the power to go out, so make sure you have a flashlight on your weapon or night vision goggles. Locate the hacking device and pick it up. Escape the building on a motorcycle in the maintenance tunnels and deliver it to the mansion. Good to go. At this point, you are free to do the heist. This is the minimum amount required to start. So if you want to go now, feel free, do what you want, but I urge you to do some optional preps. I will go over those in a bit, but trust me, you will want to do these, okay? Now, as you can tell, the heist is very similar to the casino in the way that preps work. The optional preps give you a benefit that can be helpful in the heist, and I'll go over each and every optional prep, but if you're going to do it for the first time and just want to know what to choose, but don't want to do them all, then definitely do the guard routes mission. As the name entails, you'll know where all guards are on your minimap. Of course, if you've done this heist a ton of times by now, you'll probably already know where the routes are, and it probably won't be necessary at all. But for the first few times, definitely do this prep. It's just a headache if you don't. For glass cutter and power drills, to be honest, I'd only pick these up if you plan on playing with friends. As a solo, these aren't going to be used at all, unless someone finds a glitch to access the locked room that requires friends. Other than that, maybe the buyer's request. So if you want to get the buyer's request, feel free, but once again, not really necessary. EMP charges work just like how it does in the casino heist, but I've been told it's actually permanent. This may or may not be bugged, I'm not sure, but this prep can be quite helpful for the finale as the guards hear and see everything. Oh my gosh. Lastly, we have guard shipments. I definitely recommend doing this prep if this is the first time you're doing this heist, as if you choose to skip out on it, nearly all the guards are heavily armored and take multiple shots to kill. Of course, hitting them from the back is still a one shot, but with how these guards hear everything, I can't stress that enough. I just do the damn mission. It's easy, doesn't take much. If you don't care about the optional preps, then skip to the timestamp right here for my full finale run, completely undetected. But if you wanted the prep missions, then starting with guard shipments, head to location, blow up and kill some guards, download the delivery routes, then blow up the remaining trucks in the time given, mission complete. Moving on to guard routes, head to location, sneakily look for the unmarked cruiser that Raph texted you, open the trunk and steal the radio tracker while completely undetected, and then plant the radio tracker on the radio tower that we took a picture of when we were scoping out the Kortz Center. Very important prep, do this one, please. Glass Cutter. Head to the No Way HQ, hack the servers with your AI companion, wait for the upload to complete, and then head on over to the heist crew with the Glass Cutter. Take your own vehicle or take a No Way car, but I'll be honest, that shit takes forever, so don't do that. Just take your own vehicle. Kill the crew and steal the Glass Cutter inside the warehouse. Also, if you choose, inside the safe house is a code on a pink slip that will allow you to rob the crew of their valuables. I mean, it's only $10,000, but hey, it's always there if you want it. Deliver the cutter to the mansion and mission complete. Power drills. Head to location, once again, kill people, look for the power drill in the house, lose the cops, deliver to the mansion. Easy. And for the last optional prep, we have EMP charges. Head on over to the Merryweathered armored truck, take out the driver and escort of the truck, make your way into the cab and take out even more Merryweather, pick up the EMP charges, and then take the van inside the truck to the Kortz Center for an EMP in the finale. This is all optional preps complete. Before the finale, you'll notice the extras in the top right on your planning board, the vault keypad, and the advanced avionics. The vault keypad is free and allows you to practice the vault hack, which is a permanent upgrade, and the advanced avionics, which only works for the Annihilator stealth helicopter, allows a pilot to have better handling when flying you out and also evades the cops better if you happen to get caught. This costs $1.2 million though. It's a permanent upgrade, same with the vault keypad, but I mean, if that's something you'd like, then sure, go for it, completely up to you. If you have the extra money, it's not a terrible purchase. I don't see why not. I did it, but up to you. Now, once you're comfortable with all the preps, it's time for the finale. Here is my entire route on my successful run. Feel free to replicate it, but I'm gonna give you a heads up. This heist is extremely hard as the guards hear everything and see everything. It's so annoying. So my biggest tip is to hardly run unless you know what's clear. If you'd like a complete breakdown of the heist itself from start to finish, let me know in the comments down below. I can make that happen. And I will be doing a complete run of all 4 entrances. I already have 1 uploaded, so expect the other 3 here soon. But that's enough yapping for me. Here's the run.
FYI, I looked for your contacts. You know Paige Harris, right? I mean, I hope so, because she's agreed to help us out today in exchange for pulling some strings. Drives a hard bargain, I'll tell you that. We're spoiling for ways inside, boss. How do you want to do this? Assure me that keycard's a perfect replica, but I've seen Ray cry over Pester, so you know, I don't know how much I trust that kid's judgment. You in? Okay, what do you want to hit first, the basement or the exhibition floor? Looking at that key badge, you gotta pass the red line all the way through, then it'll open up. Oh, by the way, I packed some thermite in your pack. You can use it to blow the keypads, but you know it'll be noisy, so it depends if you want the attention. Okay, next stop, security office. We gotta disable the lock on the laser room door.
Why won't you work?
Okay, boss, you gotta match the fingerprint and run the simulation. Just remember, the alarm will trigger if you get it wrong too many times. You want to tamper with the CCTV, boss? You could disrupt it, loop the feed. Temporary fix, but it'll stop the guard spotting you on camera. For a while, at least. Hey, boss, I sent you the access code. Just enter that into the computer and it'll override the locks. Smart, smart. Just make sure you don't take out too many. All right, the door should be unlocked. Careful in there, boss. If I lost the eye, I'd shed a tear, and let me tell you, I don't say that about a lot of people. Okay, I know this sounds obvious, but do not touch the lasers, boss. They'll set off the alarm and hurt like hell. Can you see a switch? It'll turn off a bunch of lasers. You're in the clear. That was the real art right there, boss. 10 out of 10. Okay, Angel, you're up. Let's roleplay opening this safe.
I'm always here to help. You're gonna see a sequence of signals. They'll appear one after the other. Memorize the final combination you see and enter it correctly. You'll have a limited number of attempts, so be careful. Wow. You're amazing. What's next? Vault unlocked.
You're in. There she is, La Denier de Boche. What an eyeful. There's thermal sensors that would trigger the alarm if you're in here too long, so you gotta move fast. Our mutual friend Paige is hacking the sensors to slow the detection time. This is it. It's all led up to this. Nice and careful now. We need the brassiere in one piece. Who's gonna know the difference, huh? Okay, there should be a door release somewhere in there. There's a security measure in place. The laser room doors will only open when the vault door closes. Mr. Faber's clients are gonna love it. Now listen, we don't want Global Pole coming down on us and putting the Bradar on a watch list, so just to be safe, let's wipe the CCTV. Hey boss, you want to detonate the EMP charges? A blackout would be great cover.
Looping CCTV footage.
Okay, the chopper's on the roof. If you take the staff door out, it's real nice and close. Boss, your mansion security team's throwing their weight around, trying to draw the cops' attention. That means less attention on you. Loyal guys, huh? I mean insane, but loyal. Boss, you're gonna get the guards worked up if you break another. Spotted, boss. Watch out.
Hey, ready to fly? Huh. Nice suit. Smooth ride, huh?
Nice.